Hello, everyone. It's Jolene from Home Stitchery Decor. So first thing I'm going to do is get my channel up here on my big screen television so I can see your comments. So I'll just bring my channel up, and we're going to make reindeer Christmas towels today. So that's pretty exciting. I haven't been live for a few days. So when some of my regular viewers get on, we'll tell you why. But it's been a little bit crazy around here. Okay, gonna be super fun. Um, let's turn. Should I turn the camera around so I can? I'm gonna do it this way. Actually, I'm just gonna do it this way for now, so that hopefully I can get you guys lined up even quicker. Okay, bear with me because we have to put you in a tripod and all the things. And did I just end my own live? Nope, there I go. Okay, I'm back. All right, so we're going to skip the commercial, connect to the live chat. Hi. It's Jolene with Home Stitchery Decor. We're going to make reindeer Christmas towels this morning, or this afternoon, I should say. And so it's going to be a little bit interactive. I'm going to get you guys to kind of vote on the colors and whatnot that we're doing. So that should be fun. And hopefully we can get going here. Get going here. Moving the camera just a wee little bit so everybody can see what we're doing. And I might need to move my stuff here. That'll help. And am I in the picture? Yes, I am in the picture. Okay. We're going to need a cutting ruler, and we're going to need a rotary cutter as well. So the ruler is this way. Hi, you guys. It's Jolene. Welcome to the Home Stitchery Decor YouTube channel. So I have all these huge, massive Christmas markets to do, and I need to make about 40 more tea towels. So I'm going to get on that this week, and I thought it would be so much fun to do it live. So we've got some fabric picked out here. Hi, Tanya. Hello. Welcome to the channel. We've got some I've got a comment held for review. I don't know what it says. Just comment again, you guys. We've got a whole bunch of different black and red reindeer fabric. So I'm going to play mix and match. A little bit of this is going to be like scrap busting, and a little bit is going to be using some new fabric. So for instance, this is new fabric. I've got quite a bit of it here. You don't even need that much. And then this is a new color. But this one here, this is just the very last of it. So I'm going to kind of scrappy this one into a tea towel. This color I've had for a couple of years. And this color I've had for a couple of years. So first of all, we're going to take votes and see what color you guys want to get started with. So we can do red snowflakes with gray reindeer. That would be option number 1. Oh, thanks, puppy. Option number 2 would be to just finish up the last of this color. So that would be option number 2. And option number 3 would be to work with these 2 colors. So which one do you guys want to see first? Let's get 5 people to vote. Option number 1, 2, or 3. So this is option number 3. Option number 2, which I will actually put with this fabric. So that's option number 2. Or option number 3. Which one do you guys want to see me make first? Or make with me? We're pretty much going to do this completely interactive, and you guys can vote on what you want. And if you wonder where I keep looking, I look up onto my big television screen, and that way I can see the comments better because I'm recording on my phone and it's a little bit hard. So option number 1, 2, or 3. We'll wait for people to start voting. We'll hitch up our britches and twiddle our thumbs. But yeah, we need some votes here to decide what we're going to do. Pick lint off our shirt. And then we're going to pick a tea towel to do it with based on how many I've got. I've got quite a few of these black Christmas, which surprisingly people love, black and white Christmas. Okay, you guys aren't voting, so I'm just going to get started because I don't want to be here all day. I vote for option number 3. So we're going to start working with these two. Okay, so essentially we need to pick a color of tea towel that we're going to do it with. And because I have so much of this fabric, I'm going to start using the black and white tea towels. And I won't, we're only going to make one of each, and then I can go to work more later on my own. And I need a different pair of scissors for this because you cannot use your good sewing scissors to take the little plastic tabs off these. So I always use a cotton tea towel, and I like them to be 18 by 28 inches. And then I've just got some consistency. All of my products you can see on my website if you're interested in what I do. Hello, that's Kat, right? My scrappa mama, one of my regulars. Kat, we're going to make reindeer tea towels today. All right, let's use this Christmas tree tea towel. I don't know who else is coming today, Kat. But if you guys are new here, we do have channel memberships open, and we'll go over the big gift prize here in a minute to show you what it is. But it's fun here. So we get a lot of regular viewers that come back time after time. All right, so the first color of fabric. Oh, you're halfway through my book. That's fantastic. You guys, I wrote a book. It's available on Amazon, and Kat has purchased it and is putting some of these suggestions and everything from my book into practice, I hope. Okay, so this is, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I didn't realize how pretty it was until I unfolded it, but it's gonna be good. The only thing is when I've got a fabric that has like a check in it, I don't cut it like with a double width on it. I always just pick a line to cut it on, and then I'm going to make sure it's squared up because otherwise it looks funny on these tea towels afterwards. So I want it to be about 5 inches when it's finished. So I'll just pick something that's maybe about 5.5 inches for a line to start on. And then I'll be able to square it up afterwards because they do look really dumb if you don't have the pattern lined up and it's going all catawonka on you. And I might even be able to do this with a pair of scissors, but got my rotary blade here. So this will be a little bit of a fussy cut. Sorry for that, but it's better than everything looking twisted. You want stuff looking nice. So it's been a hot minute since I was on here doing a live. I did lives at the beginning of last week, and that's a long time for me to go without doing a live actually. And the reason is it suddenly became winter in Canada and we knew it was coming. So I had all of these outdoor projects that you have to get done or stuff will freeze up. So I had to get all of my garden stuff pulled in basically, and all of my sprinklers done, etc., etc. This is actually cutting up really straight on the other edge, which to me is shocking because this is the first cut. Hi, Penny. The first cut from the fabric store, and they actually managed to line it up pretty good on this edge. So we'll go with this. That's going to be the bottom of the towel. And now we don't need the whole length of it. So just where the fold is, we're going to just cut off the extra one. Now, typically when I'm doing these, I'm chain piecing 10, anywhere from 4 to 10 towels at a time. But for this video, we just want to make a bunch of different towels. So we're going to do it this way. I'll make one, then we'll switch to a different fabric. Then we'll make another one. We might get 2, we might get 3 done on this live today. Okay, so this is the second pattern that we're going to use. It's a nice bright red and black and gray, red, black, gray, and white reindeer print. And we're going to cut this one at about 5 inches as well. And once you've got them cut, I'm going to write down the measurements because I'm going to repeat this one afterwards of how wide I cut these. And then I've got numerous towels to do it on, so I want to make sure that I've got the same cut. Try to get as many of these done tonight as possible. Who else was saying hello here? It was Penny. Hi, Penny. This is a super cute project. I sell them at Christmas markets, but you could do this and give them as gifts. So here's our second print of fabric. And we're going to reserve the 2 that I cut already. Where's that other one? Oh, it's over here. Because I want to be able to measure these later. So I want to put those aside. All right, now we're going to move the camera. Sorry about that, but I only have so many angles here in my sewing room. But it is what it is, right? You want to be here for the fun. We're gonna do it. All right, so moving our camera a little bit here. Should be able to see me. Swing, bada boom. And we're gonna change our thread. Bonjour, comment ça va? Going to change our thread to a nice red color. Let's get my seat adjusted here. The writing might be backwards, but I'm using a FAF Quilt Ambition 635. And the only reason the writing is backwards is because I just have my camera turned that way today. So this is my newest machine. It's got 198 stitches. Super easy. This is so quick when you guys get doing them. And chain piecing, if you're doing a bunch, is going to be your lifesaver. Obviously, I don't have enough tension on this, or here we go. Don't have the needle high enough. Come on, needle threader. Let's start this over again. I've obviously missed something. User error. Hello, Vanina. Da Silva. Vania. I think it's going to be Vania with the softer A. Da Silva. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Home Stitchery Decor channel. If you guys are new here, I'm Jolene. I am going to go to some massive, here we go, Christmas markets here starting November 6th. And I need to make, I think, about another 40 tea towels to take to them. So I have enough tea towels. So I'm just going to use this is Glide polyester thread. I like this color of Glide thread. It is 71935. It's called Wildflower. So it's very, very, very pretty. And it's Glide thread sews nicely all the time. Okay, can everybody see my machine? You can pretty much see, right? All right, so now I know that I want the reindeer to be the top print, and this is going to be the bottom print. So because the reindeer have an obvious up-down to them, I need to make sure that I sew the red to the bottom of the reindeer. And I'm just going to use a 1/4 inch stitch. Pretty easy to do. You could pin this if you want to. line up the edges, and I basically can just go like width of presser foot here, and I'm just using a straight stitch. This is going to wrap around. You might even cut it off, so you don't really need to do like a back and forth stitch on this, just when we're starting this strip. Oh, I don't know. Every time I get live on television, my nose gets itchy. Or live on YouTube. I'm not on television. I do not have my own television show. But I don't know if it's nerves or what, because I do this all the time, but I'm actually a fairly introverted person unless I have to do work. So, and I mean, I am choosing to do this, so it should be more fun, right? All right, here is what we've got so far. Pretty simple, right? Not hard at all. Now we're going to grab our tea towel. And again, these are just cotton tea towels that I pre-purchased. This is what it's going to look like. And I get these typically at Winners or HomeSense, and you can buy a whole bunch of them. I cut off this part of the tag if it's on the bottom, just because I don't want it wrapped up in there. You can re-sew that on afterwards in a different position. Okay, so now with our towel, we need the towel to be with the design the right side up. So put the up side of the design away from you. Now we've got the tea towel lying with the printed side face down, and we've got our fabric, and we're also going to lay it face down onto the back of the tea towel. Not complicated. Anybody have any questions yet? And essentially we're going to sew the fabric to the back of the tea towel just underneath where the hem is. So I've pulled my fabric down just a tiny little bit, and I'm going to sew it just underneath the fold of the tea towel. And again, just a straight stitch. I've got everything lined up. This one I am going to use a couple of like back 4 stitches here, just to make sure that it's stuck here on this end. And just a straight stitch, off we go. We are making reindeer Christmas tea towels. So we bought cotton tea towels at HomeSense, Winners. I use 100% cotton tea towels. I like them to be sized 18 by 28. And then I've got some quilt cotton, and I'm basically zhuzhing up the tea towels, so making them fancier. And I'm going to take them to my craft markets. And I need to make, as mentioned, about 40 tea towels for the craft markets. Okay, so this is what we have right now. And now we need to iron. So I've got my iron set up. It's just right here. And I will show you guys. I'll bring the camera this way, so you guys can see. All right. We don't need me in this shot. We need the ironing board. Can everybody see? Yes, everybody can see. Okay, so we've got the iron, and I'm going to just set this stitch down into the fabric. Give it a little steam. And then this part is so easy. Flip your fabric around. Leave your tea towel. So you've got the back of the tea towel and the front side of the fabric, and we're just going to press this seam here now. Again, a little bit of steam if you choose. Now we're going to flip the tea towel. Okay, so we've got the front of the tea towel and the back of the fabric. And what we want to do is fold the fabric first up onto the tea towel, just so it's got this nice folded edge. So you see the tea towel is down here flat, and we're just going to flip that fabric over, and now it's going to be along the edge of the bottom of the tea towel, and we're going to press it again. Now, the other thing I check at this point too, after I've done that one, is I bring my fabric up, and if there was a dark side, I would iron my fabric to the dark side. This one doesn't really seem to matter. So just iron this seam down flat as well. Now, once we've done that, pull the fabric up, just up to the edge of the ironing board, and we're just going to fold over a seam allowance. So I use like a good 1/2 inch here. I want it to be stuck down for sure. If you had a place in the pattern that you wanted to fold it to, that's fine. But for the next step, I find, having a good solid seam at this point is a bonus. All right, now we're going to pull the fabric up onto the towel. And this ironing board is little, so I'll probably just push it out of the way here. Bring your fabric up onto your towel, lay everything down flat, make sure you're happy with it. I've got a tiny little bit of an edge here that I'm not quite happy with, so I will just press that out. And I'm going to get 5 pins. So here we've got some pins. I'm just going to put one approximately the middle, and then one on either side, and then one on each end. And this will just make sure everything stays put for the next step. I got an extra pin there. All right, questions? I don't know if you guys can see that. I might have pulled it towards me. But can you see what I've done here? And then we've just put our 5 pins, right? So pretty simple. Hi, Claudia. Hi, Kenneth. And we'll go back to the sewing machine now. So again, got to move the camera to make sure we're in the shot. You didn't miss much. Good afternoon, Chelsea. Chelsea is Ric Rac. Chelsea, we're making reindeer tea towels. And I just started my own design because nobody wanted to vote on the fabric when they first got here. They were all shy and not wanting to participate. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to cough if I don't keep liquid in my throat because that's what I do. I guess it's a nervous thing. Now we're going to put, well, you guys can vote now. There's enough of you here. You can vote. I will grab some options for some trim. We won't give you too many options, so it'll be easy for you to decide what trim I put on this. This is where viewer interaction pays off. Okay, the choices are, let's do these choices. We've got, okay, that's all the choices I'm going to give you. I'm not shy. Do we want to use red, white, or black Ric Rac trim? Okay, we need at least 5 people to vote. And we'll just sit here and drink coffee until you guys vote. Red, white, or black trim? We're waiting. What do you want? Can I see the project? Of course. Before I have a coffee. Yes. Okay, and so the red, white, or black trim would go onto the top of the tea towel right here, where this lines up. And down here, we'll do an embroidery stitch, but where the fabric meets the tea towel. Would you like red, black? We've got black, 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 black. I think black is going to be the winner. Black trim. All right, so this is a wide Ric Rac trim. And I'm going to have to change the thread color to black. Everybody's saying black. Black, black it is. Okay, you guys, I heard you. Black. There's going to be voting for a button in a while too. And once I'm done this tea towel, we'll tell you about the members only giveaway, which is massive. It's at $550 right now. So if you've seen the channel membership and thought, what the heck are they talking about? We're going to go over it with you when we're done this tea towel, which won't take too long. So stick around. Black. And I maybe should have got some of this thread out earlier, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know where I got this thread. Could have been Amazon. Do you think she will pick black? Yes, it's black. Oftentimes, Gloria, are you on an Android phone? Were you the one last week that couldn't join because you were on an Android phone? Because YouTube just changed their ways for people to join, and now people can join my channel from an Android phone. So yes. Okay, so we're gonna do black, and I'm gonna use, why do I keep doing this today? I keep missing my thread. There we go. I'm going to use a zigzag stitch to put the black Ric Rac on. So that's going to go pretty quick as well. Then we're going to do an embroidery stitch. Then we're going to fold around the edges. And then we're going to put a button on. Ariel, I'm on a lot. So in my community tab, I post most of the time when I'm going live, but then there are some days when I've just got some extra minutes in my schedule and I just randomly go live. So if you want to subscribe to the channel, turn on all the notifications and turn on the bell notification, then you should be getting notified of when I go live on my channel. And I know YouTube isn't perfect with that, but that's the best advice I can give you. Hey, Mavis, welcome. Okay, so we've got a Ric Rac trim going on. We're making Christmas tea towels, black, red, white, and gray. I feel like something's not threaded right here. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because with all of my gibbering, somewhere is the top of the bobbin. The bobbin plastic. I didn't put it on. Can you imagine? I'm going to wreck my sewing machine. But it wasn't pulling properly. So it's just a zigzag stitch. It'll be hidden. And what can I say? Get talking. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and instructions. This makes me smile. How do I join? There's a join button at the top of your screen. It will either say join or there will be a $sign button, and then you can pick what you want to join with there. There's a join link in the video description, which will also, there will be a link in the first comment after this video gets processed by YouTube. Or you can go back to my main channel at any time, and right next to the subscribe button is the join button, or you'll see the membership button. And one of these days I'm going to give the link to one of the girls here that watches this all the time, like Chelsea or Kat, and I'll get them to start posting it in the comments. In fact, if you girls could do that now, if you can find the link in the video description and post it now, that would be awesome. That would help some people out. And yeah, I think I need to like email you guys and say, hey, could you share the links while we're going live? Okay, so at the end of this tell, we're going to show off the massive giveaway that we have going on for members only, which is valued at $550 right now. Okay, so this is what the tea towel looks like right now. There's the edges of it. There's the black Ric Rac that you chose. Now what we're going to do is, how often am I on? 2, 3, 4 times a week. Yeah, as much as I can be. Now we're going to run an embroidery stitch where these two come together. It's telling me PayPal. I don't have PayPal. How are you other girls paying? With your credit card? Because I don't know. And honestly, PayPal is the same as a credit card. You just go to paypal.com and set up PayPal, and it links to your credit card. So it's just like another email service. Oh, Ray Ray's paying with debit. My Scrappin' Mama's paying with Apple Pay. Hi, Joy Joy. Okay, so now we need to pick an embroidery stitch. I think I'm going to choose 158, and the reason for that on this machine is it is a snowflake, and I have a nice snowflake anyway in the pattern with the reindeer on it. So this machine is the FAF 635. I'll put a link in the video description after the video is done processing for the sewing machines. And if you want a sewing machine, you can grab one from that link. And I'm just going to check to see. I'm going to grab a scrap piece of fabric, because remember, I've done this before and didn't like the size of the embroidery stitching. So this time we're going to check it out. So a credit card, debit card, or if you want to set up PayPal, PayPal is accepted everywhere. You just go to paypal.com, set up an account, and it links to your credit card. It takes probably 5 minutes to link to your credit card to PayPal. Okay, that's the stitch I'm going to use, that nice black snowflake stitch. Can everyone see it? And that just gives a little stabilization to these two different colors of quilting fabric. So I've just put my needle right in the middle. I've started about 1.5 inches before the tea towel starts because I want that embroidered stitch to wrap all the way around. I know I've seen these done like on where the fabric only goes to the edge, and I don't do that. My fabric's going to wrap all the way around. So while we're embroidering this, you just basically have to sit and wait because the embroidery stitch takes a second here to do. Sorry, guys. But it is worth the wait. And I sell, gosh, I'm probably going to the Christmas market, I would say, with 200 tea towels. And then, of course, as the Christmas markets are going on, I can always come home and sew during the week or after a market if I'm running out of something. So I typically try to make anywhere from 4 to, I think the most I've made of one tea towel is 16. And that way when they get listed on my website, they're not sold out the minute that I list them on my website. So I guess while we're doing this, I could tell you guys about, because I can talk and do this at the same time. Today's video is sponsored by my book, which I wrote, which will help you if you want to start your own YouTube channel. I don't tell my story in it. I actually give you step-by-step instructions for how to start and scale your own YouTube channel and start earning your own income. So this book is available on Amazon. It's $14.95 American. And I know a couple of girls here have already purchased my book. It comes to your house within a day or two, right from Amazon. And they say it's pretty good. So if you're interested in what I do, or you have somebody in your family that is doing their own YouTube channel and you know, you're watching all these tutorials here, there, and everywhere and getting only parts of the information, I found that really super duper annoying. So a few years into my YouTube journey now, I have wrote my own book. Welcome to the So Special Club. Gloria, you made it. You made it. You got it. Thank you for joining. I know sometimes tech is a little bit harder, and I suspect some of the people on my channel might be a little bit older. Like I'm 50 years old, and the tech did not come that easy to me either. So we just need to be patient with people. Shared your book with the boyfriend's brother. Well, thank you, Chelsea. Okay, so that wasn't so bad, was it? There is our trim now. So I'll get up real close so you guys can see here. We've got the Ric Rac trim and we've got the embroidery stitching. So that just ties everything together. Now we're going to go back to the ironing board. We're going to do the edges. Then we're going to sew a button on real quick. And then we're going to go over what's in the members giveaway pack. So back we come over to the ironing board. And this is about the ironing, not me. So I'm going to twist this around and get you guys in here so you can see everything. Make sure my iron is turned on again. And you don't need all of this. Can you guys see here? Hi, Athena, did you just join too? Oh, is that Stephanie here? SG Nigel? Okay, here we go. This is, we're going to cut off and leave a good inch and a quarter maybe. So just so we've got enough to wrap around here. Do that on the other side as well. You don't need all this leftover fabric. It doesn't need to be a huge glob of fabric here at the end. And it doesn't even have to be perfect. Okay, so once we've got that done, trim off your little threads. If you got a couple little threads here, get those out of the way. Now we're just going to fold this like a Christmas present. Can everybody see? I hope you guys can see, and this isn't at the bottom here. Yes, a new subscriber. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so just fold your edges in here on the diagonal. Give them a little, finger press. Fold the fabric to the edge of the tea towel and then fold it once more. Simple, 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 simple. And now we're going to iron this down so it's nice and crisp on the edge. And you want that to be stuck down. So can you guys see how crisp that is now? So that's going to wrap around the entire tea towel. I've seen other tutorials where they just put the fabric up to the edge of the tea towel, and I'm like, why would you stop there? Wrap it all the way around. It's always going to, come out wiggly in the wash. So this way it won't. I've been doing Christmas markets now since I think 2019. And I have customers that come back year after year after year for their Christmas tea towel, which is such a compliment. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. That's the edge of the towel. So now we're just going to sew this down, which is pretty easy. We're going to start at the edge, do a little back stitch, sew to this edge, come down, sew to this diagonal, do a little back stitch, and do that on each side, and we'll be done. Pretty simple. Pretty dang simple. Unless I knock something over in here. It's at the bottom of the screen. Ah, dang. Sometimes it does get to the bottom of the screen where we're doing the writing. The writing's on the bottom here. Can you guys see it up close here? I'll hold it up closer. Thank you for telling me. All right. So just change your machine back to the regular straight stitch. I always start by going back. So start by going backwards and then come forwards. And then you don't get big globs of thread. Okay, in a second here, you guys, you know what? While I'm sewing this, you guys can vote on the buttons. We'll speed this up a little bit. I've got some cute ones because I went shopping for buttons online and they came to my house. Okay, so I think I'm going to give you how many choices? Which one do I want? Do I want that one? I'll pick out the ones I think are going to be the best, and then I'll give you guys some choices here. Okay, we've got 4. Oh, thanks, Chelsea. I appreciate that. Okay, we've got 4 different colors of buttons you guys are going to choose from. So we've got red, we've got black, we've got red checker, and we've got black and white checker. So those are your choices. You've got 4. Which ones do you guys think you want? It makes no difference to me. Either one of those 4 is going to look good. So 4 will be the answer. So start thinking about it. I've just got one more edge to sew, and then we can actually hold them up against the towel so you can see. We've got 1 vote for red checker, 1 vote for red. So start with a back stitch and then go forward. This thing just cut the thread. I never even pushed that button. What the snap? Let's try again. There we go. Which I have a lot of machines. Okay, Athena, the reason I have a lot of machines is because I did have some staff and then I let them go. This year, I was dealing the last couple of years with my husband in colon cancer, and it just was getting to be too much, and I was doing all kinds of summer markets, and my staff was very, 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 they needed to be fired, put it that way. But this staff, the newest one here, this 635 is my favorite. I'm loving it. Hi, Ratty. Yes, thank you. He's doing better right now. So it was very hard. It was just ridiculous is what it was. Actually, it wasn't even the cancer. It was a whole bunch of mistakes at the hospital, and he ended up being very, very, very sick for a long time. Okay, so here is the tea towel, and we've got, okay, I'll show you the colors here again. So this year I've decided I'm just going to concentrate on Christmas markets and not worry about anything else. I don't think this is going to be the right color of red. But there's red, the red one I told you guys about. So that's option number 1. And then we've got, so that's like a basic red. Then we've got black, which has got a rib on it. So that's option number 2. Then we've got red check, which is option number 3. And then we've got black and white check, option number 4. So which one would you guys like? Option number 1, 2, 3, or 4. We've got red check, or black check. And I'm going to get some thread on a needle started while you guys fight amongst yourselves as to what color I'm going to put on, because it makes no difference to me. Red check, 1 and 2, red check, red check, red check. I think we're going to go with red check, you guys. Red check or red? Red check or red? Let's get a few more votes in here. I can see you all watching here. We've got 67 people here. That's fantastic. Once we're done sewing this button, you guys, we're going to go over the members only giveaway. So that'll be like in 2 minutes here. I'm going to sew this button on. We're going to go over the members only giveaway, and then we're going to do another tea towel in a different color, and you guys are going to vote on pretty much everything that we do on it, because there's enough people participating now. At the beginning of the video, nobody would say anything, which I get, because it's like, I don't know this person. This is kind of weird. But once you get involved on the channel, it's a lot of fun. Okay, red check it is. So I've just tied a knot. I've taken a measuring tape. I've measured, halfway for the distance. I think this is a good choice. Red check. And this button has 4 holes, so I'm going to sew twice on each hole. So 4 times with the needle and thread, and then we're going to show off the tea towel, the completed tea towel that you guys have helped design again. Hi, Heather. I saw you here. How are you? I don't know if you guys were here, but I was telling you last week was just a gong show around here because we got notification that we're going to have snow this past weekend. And so I hadn't pulled out any of my garden stuff. I had like irrigation to my flower pots I needed to deal with. This year I decided to actually garden, and start gardening. So I needed to pull out all of my summer bulbs and put in my newly purchased winter bulbs. And it was just everything. And my carpet was dirty, so I cleaned my carpet in my house. And I needed to do a whole bunch of cooking because we were out of freezer meals. And with Christmas markets coming up, I really like to have some meals kind of stashed away in the freezer so I can come home after a Christmas market and just like veg out on the couch because it's so exhausting and not have to cook. So I did that. And it was just busy all of last week. So I think I was here like Monday last week and then not again after. All right, so this is the finished tea towel, you guys. Ta-da! I'm in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So I'm like an hour away from the mountains, the Rocky Mountains. I am not in a state. I am in Canada. And I mean, we don't get that much snow, but it's enough. It'll freeze your water lines this time of year, right? So we don't like get like super duper cold this time of year. But definitely I had like irrigation that I put into my flowers on a timer, and that would have just froze. Love it. Okay, so that's the tea towel. That's the first one. We'll do a second one in a minute here. But I'll make a whole bunch of these. This is what it's going to look like folded up. No, it's not, because that looks like crap. Fold it up, and then it'll be put onto a hanger. Ta-da! That's it. So cute, right? Anybody can do this, you guys. It's not rocket science. I came up with this idea, sure, whatever. But anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. All right, I'm going to grab the members only prize pack. We'll go over that, and then we'll make another towel. And Chelsea is here. So Chelsea, you get to see the reindeer that you picked out, which is pretty exciting. I'll maybe save that for last. We won't show Chelsea. We'll make sure she's here watching. Okay. So in our, I want to build this channel, like to be a massive quilt channel, crafting channel, all the fun things, right? So in order to do that, we need to have some paid members. My membership is $2 a month. Super duper cheap. It's going to support the members only giveaways. When we reach 150 paid members of the channel, we're going to do this massive giveaway. If you're one of the first 150 paid members, your name will be entered into a draw to win all of these goodies. And so I think we're at 25, no, 26, 27 now. Today, I think it'll be about 20, for sure 26. Because I did check it yesterday and I don't think anybody's canceled, because why would you? It's fun, right? So for a couple bucks a month. So you can hit the join at the top of your screen. You can go back to my main channel and hit the join button from there, or you can find the membership link in the video description and first comment. So with the $2 a month, you get early access to my videos. You get members only giveaways like this. You get discounts on my digital products. So we'll go over the digital products. I'm not going to show you your reindeer, Chelsea, but I'll show people the other ones just so I can bug you. Okay, last week we made reindeer Christmas ornaments. So I've packaged them up now. This is the green set. They're in a package of 9. If you're a member of my channel, go check the members only posts in the community tab for a deeper discount. Every other person watching this video that's on YouTube, use the code YT Reindeer. So YouTube Reindeer at checkout on my website. Just look for the SVG designs and you can download these reindeer and cut them with your Cricut. And there's a link to the full tutorial. So that is, yeah, so suspenseful. I'm not showing Chelsea her reindeer. So YT Reindeer is the discount code for YouTube viewers. And then we also have a discount code for all my Mandela files, which is YT Mandela. So go ahead and use that. If you're a member of the channel, go and check the community tabs and you get bigger discounts. Now, so that's what you get in the membership: early access to videos, members only discounts, and members only content, and priority reply to comments, all that kind of stuff. Love the green ones. The green is my favorite. I'll show you some more, maybe not today because they're crazy. And we're doing tea towels today. That's what we said the video is about. Okay, so in this big prize pack, 150 paid members will trigger this draw. You get a Christmas tea towel, which we did live. You get a coral floral pillow sham. This will fit a 20 by 20 inch pillow insert. That'll give you a nice fluffy pillow. You get 4 Super Bowl cozies, which will match the coral Super Bowl cozies. You get 2 packs of fridge magnets, one in black and white and one in Robert Kaufman Christmas fabric. You get 1 set of reversible Christmas placemats, also done in the Robert Kaufman Christmas fabric. You will get a fabric tube maker, which you're going to need if you make your own jelly roll rug. But in this prize pack, we've also got a 20 strip jelly roll rug for you. We've got a copy of my book, From Zero to YouTuber. So if you know somebody or want to start your own YouTube channel, my book will be included. And we've got the Quilters gift pack from FAF. So this has got 2 quilting rulers, a rotary cutter, rotary blades, 2 packs of Christmas or sewing needles. Why am I saying Christmas? That's crazy. And on the underside of it, they've got a rotating cutting mat. And we're all fucking Chelsea. While we were doing the live with the reindeer last week, Chelsea said, hey, can we put a pack of those reindeer into the gift pack? And then she chose the color and everything. So that's why we're torturing Chelsea here today. She's one of our regular members. She's here all the time and we love her. And, you know, it was a little jab at Chelsea to make her wait here. Okay, so all of that in that gift pack, plus I don't know if we should call these Chelsea's reindeer, but that's what they are. So Chelsea wanted a set of black and white reindeer. So I did them in black and white and taupe. So Chelsea, in that gift pack is the set of 9 reindeer for you. I hope you like that color, because that's what you asked for. So that's the gift pack. Join the channel membership for $2 and your name gets entered into that draw if you're one of the first 150 channel members. So, and all of those videos all of those lives are on my channel, and you can go back and watch the lives. So pretty simple. Okay, so how long have we been here? How many of you guys are new? Do you want a quick tour around the studio? And I'll show you the reindeer. I guess we could do that if anybody wanted a tour. Yes or no? We can turn the camera around and do just a quick tour. I actually took out my ironing board, so that might be something. And I can quickly just show you our products, and then we're going to get back into making a tea towel. Yes, please. You want a tour? Okay. It only takes one person to say yes. All right, we're going to turn the camera around. And, you know, you just have to deal with how we get things going here, because it's a little busy in here right now. But like I said, I did take out my ironing board today because I could. All right. So right here is my Christmas stand, and you'll see that it's literally up to the ceiling. So I sell dish drying mats, soup bowl cozies, dishcloths, my own line of cards, pillow shams. I've got pot holders, placemats, stockings, all kinds of stuff. And then that's just my Christmas stuff. So then what I do is each stand I have that goes around my farmer's market booth is done by color. So this is my green and I guess coral one, and you can see the Christmas reindeer on each stand now too. And so all of the same products, but just done in different colors. Here are some of the tea towels that would go with that green and coral. So all the same products, just done repeatedly and made into mix and match collections. So here's red and black. We've got teal and green, and I guess yellow on this stand as well. And I don't know if you guys can see, but there are the reindeer up there that I've got packaged. I did 4 sets of reindeer ornaments for each color. And so as we move this way, we've got the tea towels in for the teal are on the bottom here. I can show you a couple tea towels. So there would be one. And then we move on to the gray and white section. Here's a gray and white tea towel. And we've also got fridge magnets. So here would be a set of 6 fridge magnets. Grab one of those, a dishcloth, and a card for your mom, and call that Christmas. Then we've just got some overstock over in this corner. Lots of sewing kits up there. Then we'll move on. We've got the black and white or black and taupe stand. So again, all the same products, but just done in different colors. And then on this stand here, you can see how I've got some tea towels displayed. Of course, this hasn't been staged for the markets yet, but it will be staged when I get these into the markets. This is just how much stock I have. And then we move on. Each product also has jelly roll rugs that match it. Just don't have room to store them right next to them sometimes. This is embroidery stabilizer. That's just hanging out. But here is the taupe collection. And as you can see, that goes nicely with the rug underneath it. And then toss in a couple of soup bowl cozies, some fridge magnets that match. And here are the reindeer in the taupe and brown as well. And you might also want to put something art-wise up on your walls. So I have all of my mandalas done in the same colors. And then here's this massive rack of jelly roll rugs that I have done. So all of those hangers in the back, those are all jelly roll rugs the whole way. I ship to Canada. Yes, I'm Canadian. I prefer to ship to Canada. In fact, right now you can't even afford to ship to the United States. It is an absolute nightmare. So here is the same products done in pink. And then in the back here, I have a massive whirly twirly stand of all my Christmas cards. All of these are all my own original designs. So if you're not shopping for a birthday, you might need a Christmas card. And then this year I'm going to have a rack of jelly roll fabric and tube makers and batting. So that's basically this side of the studio. Here's just some extra towels that I have hung up. And I guess I could show you guys too. In this closet, you can see me in the mirror, but that's fine. In this closet, I have the whole length of the closet tea towels. So already done. And I still need to make about 45 more. So each one of these hangers, all the way front to back, is tea towels. And this is a 64-inch closet. Ask me how I know that, but just a lot of construction in this house. Okay, so then on this side of the room is the studio side of the room. And this is where all my equipment is, etc., that you guys are watching today, in fact. So that's where that all hangs out. So yeah, now we're going to make another tea towel. Oh, you just subscribed. Thanks, Tanya. And Tanya, did you just hear about the channel membership as well? I don't know if you were here for that. Oh, there's Cinnamon. Did you guys see her? We moved her, moved the camera around, but my dog was under there. My doggo, the Cinnamon Meister, is having her afternoon nap. Okay, so let's make another tea towel. Yay! Let's just do it. I got to get some glasses so I don't cut my fingers off. The members only giveaway, we did this huge prize pack. If you go back like, I don't know, 5 minutes in the live, the prize pack is $550. And it has all kinds of products that we've been making on these lives. And if you're one of the first 150 paid members of the channel, your name will be entered into a draw for that prize pack. There's a jelly roll rug, my book, fabric tube maker, tea towel, soup bowl cozy sewing kits, placemats, magnets. What else is in there, girls? The FAF quilt box giveaway is in there. Reindeer, Chelsea's Reindeer is in there. So it's a huge gift pack, but you have to be one of the first 150 channel members, and we're at 27. And it's $2 a month to join the channel membership. You should see a join button on your screen. And we do all kinds of fun stuff here. So, and yes, bleeding is not allowed. Okay, so this is the color I'm going to use next. And then we need to decide what color of towel to put it on. So I only have, I can only make 2 of them. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I love my craft room too. I'm not trying to brag. My husband and I built this craft room and like from scratch, right? Because he's a carpenter. So it was just one of those things that I'm so freaking grateful for. I happily take a compliment on it because I'm just so grateful that I have this room. Okay, so the bottom of this fabric could be this color. We have to use the top one for this. So we're going to take some votes, right? This is going to be the top color. We can use this red check again, or we can use the red checks with snowflakes. So you guys are basically voting on which of the bottom fabric do you want me to use on this towel. This red check or the snowflake check. Yeah, I think I used to never be able to take a compliment. And after years of doing this, I just am so freaking grateful. And we've worked our butts off to get to this point. Snowflakes. And my room was a disaster last week, remember? But I stayed up till 3 a.m. on Saturday, and I cleaned my room up because I couldn't even work in here. It was just terrible. Snowflake it is. Okay, we're going to get rid of the red check. We love you. You'll be back later. And we're going to use the snowflake. So again, 5.5 inches for the bottom of your fabric. It doesn't really matter. Just be consistent if you're selling the towels. You'll thank me for that later because it's just so much easier if you're consistent. I've got thread everywhere here. Have to fix that in a minute. I don't buy my towels in bulk. I go to Winners and HomeSense and Marshalls, and I buy tea towels there. So like right now, if you go to some of the bigger centers, like you all have neighborhoods where they have the bigger store, right? They will have all the Christmas stuff out. And therefore, I'll be able to buy anywhere from, 4, 12, 16 towels of all the same color. And that's how I buy them. So I'm going to do this one 5.5. I just trimmed off the edge there to make it straight. 5.5. And then thank you everyone for voting and participating. We're going to use quite a bit of this. I just want to make sure that this is cut perfectly as well because it's on a line. So I'll just pull it out this way. And I might be able to use, how wide is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want it too wide because if it gets too wide, it kind of just looks like crap because it goes every which direction. So how do I want to do this? I'm just going to lose the reindeer heads here and cut on the brown strip. Make a decision and go with it. It's not going to matter. This is just something from my pile that I haven't been able to use up yet. So there's only going to be 2 tea towels in this, which is fine. And then I probably won't even list this one on my website. I'll just put it in as a random towel. And that way, if it sells at the Christmas market, I'm not wasting my time loading it on my website. And we'll do to the end of this. I might get one more tea towel out of this other strip. There's going to be a little bit left over here. Yeah, you can do your membership whenever you like. Thank you for considering it. Like $2 from a lot of people goes a long way, right? Helps pay the bills around here. Helps with the membership draws. Helps me buying fabric. And I don't just do like members only giveaways. We did one last week where we gave away a jelly roll rug. And that was kind of fun on a live. So anything you can do to help small businesses, I am all for it. I don't mind waiting till Friday. To get in on the draw, though, you do need to be one of the first 150. And we're not close to that number yet. I'm hoping to get there by Christmas time so somebody can get that great big gift for Christmas. Okay, this is what we're going to use. We're going to use this guy. And we're going to use this guy. And we only have 2 of these towels, so I kind of want to use up a towel that I've got here we've only got 2 of these towels. So we're going to use this guy with the poinsettias. That'll work out good. Kind of in the same color tones. And do I want to use that one though? No, I don't. It changed my mind here. But I don't know. It just doesn't quite capture what I'm going here for. Poinsettias and reindeers. There we go. I crochet blankets and I have a YouTube channel. Tammy, you need my book. You need my book. Get going, girl. What's your channel? Call it out. We're happy to share here. Maybe we want to watch you too. All right. Do we have the camera in the right position? Yes. Yes, we do. Bonjour. Can you see my face? No, you can't. There we go. Tammy's Crochet Channel. Tammy's Crochet Channel. Somebody go subscribe to Tammy's Crochet Channel. Give her some love. Okay, so we're just going to cut this fabric on the fold because we don't need both of them here. How many are new right now? And Tammy's Crochet Corner. Okay, Tammy's Crochet Corner. All right, this one here is a red and white. The other one with the poinsettia, I don't know. I'm going to have to find a different fabric for that because it just wasn't going to work out. I'll tell you that right now. Wasn't going to work. And that's long enough, and this is long enough. Perfect. Off we go. Tammy, this is my book. Where is it? Where is it? To get another copy. I don't know where I put it. This is my book, Tammy. It's available on Amazon. It's called From Zero to YouTuber. So it's how to start and scale your YouTube channel and start making some actual money on it. So I think it's a pretty good book. A couple of other people have bought it, and it's $14.95 American. It's called From Zero to YouTuber by Jolene Airy. Okay, so I've just got some black thread in here. I think this will be okay, actually. And I'm going to just do with the presser foot again. And there was no like actual upside, so I just picked the side I wanted the most to be at the top of the towel. So I'm going to have the reds together, and we're just going to go with it like this. I'm in Canada. It's $20.95 in Canada because, you know, Canadian prices are so awesome. So just put your two pieces of fabric together. I've cut one at 5.5, one at about 5. And this one piece of fabric is much longer. And I do remember that from when I had this fabric before. So just cut off that extra little edge here. Don't need that. All right. Adjust my seat. Let's get going. This is what the two look like right now. So lay those down again. Grab your tea towel. Put it right side down on your table. So you want the crappy side of the tea towel facing you. Hi from Arizona. Ray's, Chelsea's from Arizona. Now we're going to grab the fabric, and we want the red snowflake to be at the bottom of the tea towel. So we're going to lay our fabric face side down. So it's facing down onto the back of the tea towel. Just kind of line it up so it's in the center and just underneath the fold of the tea towel. And we're just going to sew a straight stitch and sew the fabric down to the tea towel, just with the presser foot. Hi, Wendy. England from UK. Where in the UK are you from? And this will be okay right now in black too. This will be okay. All right, I'm just going to do a reverse stitch there. Make sure that sticks down. Tammy Fleming, I just subscribed. I'm sure you meant subscribed. Tammy, at the end of this video, tell me your channel again because I can't really go look right now. I might forget. But I will subscribe because girls, we got to get out there and get supporting some other businesses. So anything that you can do makes a big difference to people. Makes a huge difference. Okay, so now our tea towel looks like this. Kind of janky, but we're going to fix it. Let's go over to the ironing board. We'll get our members only gift pack out of the way. Pull our camera around. And I might need to just flip the way the screen is going here, guys, just so I can make sure you guys see this. Here we go. Because, oh gosh, you fell right out of the holder. Hopefully I didn't just turn off the whole system. I think it's time for a new new filter here, or a new new tripod. Can you guys see this? I hope I didn't turn that off. Yeah, we're still going. Oh my goodness. All the fun things. Okay. Can you see? Are you at the top of the screen here? I want to make sure you guys can see this time, because we had some complaints that you were down in the writing. Oh, and you joined the membership. Thank you so much. Yes, I think there's going to be quite a few people joining. You know, who doesn't want to get in on that prize pack? That's pretty good. Okay, can you see? No? How about if I put it up here? Is that better? I'm just going to watch you guys on my screen here too, just so I can make sure. Let me see if I can tilt this down a little bit without losing the whole camera. There we go. That should be better. That should be better. Okay, so on the back side of the towel, we're just going to press this seam down. Yes, okay, we can see. Very important. What's a tutorial if you can't freaking see it? So my iron just turned itself off, but it'll warm back up here right away. I've just got a Black & Decker here. Use a little bit of steam. So we put the towel down on the ironing board just like this. We've just ironed this seam here. Now we're going to flip our fabric towards us. Not the towel, just the quilting fabric. And we're going to iron this fold so we have a nice crisp fold. Very good, very good. Now we're going to flip our towel right side up. Now we're going to iron our fabric to the dark side. So clearly this one has a light side and a dark side, so we need to iron to the dark side. So iron this seam down to the dark side. Don't worry about the edges too much. They're not going to matter because they're going to get cut off. All right. Now we're going to flip our tea towel, flip our cotton up onto the tea towel, just like this. And we're going to iron on the edge. So the tea towel edge is right here underneath. So this will just be the folded edge on the bottom. Pretty easy. Pull this down a little bit. Check this seam that we ironed where we pressed it to the dark side. Just make sure that's nice and crisp as well. Pull it down just a wee bit further. I guess I don't need to pull it down. I need to do this. I need to flip it like this. So I've just got the top now of the fabric, and I'm going to give this a good, ½ inch seam allowance here. So I'm just going to iron ½ inch, and then I'll flip it back up onto the towel here in a second. Clear as mud. All right, get the ironing board out of the way because that's just my little ironing board. And get this extra fabric out of the way from our other project. Okay, so now we've got everything ironed. We're going to flip all of this up onto our tea towel, and that's what it's going to look like. So everything's pretty well nice and straight. No drama. We're going to get 5 pins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pins here. We're going to put one in the middle, one on either side. Of course, because I'm trying to do this on an angle. One in the middle. Make sure everything stays flat. One on either side. And then we're going to go back to sewing. And you guys are going to pick the embellishments. Okay, so it just looks like this. Pretty easy, right? All right, back to the sewing machine we go. Hopefully my phone doesn't fall out of my tripod here again. Just crazy. This is like, honestly, the most annoying tripod. I'm just going to flip you guys around so I can see better here without losing my station. All right, that should be good. Oh, if we're a little off kilter, doesn't matter though. Doesn't matter. What does matter is this. Okay, so now we're going to sew some trim onto the top of the tea towel. So where the quilt cotton meets the fabric of the towel itself. So you guys get to vote again. There was my book. You get to vote again. Do we want black Ric Rac? And I can't see the comments now, so unless they're up on my big screen TV. So it'll take a second. Black Ric Rac, white, or red? What is the choice? 1, 2, black, white, or red? Let's get 5, 6, 7 people to vote. Just like the other towel. We're going to sew the Ric Rac on white, white. We've got 2 for white. 1 for black. There's going to be a fight. Black. Gina's black. White. 3 for white. Okay, it's between white and black. And we're going to take 7 votes. So the next vote, what color is on the bottom? Very good question. This is the towel. So the fabric is going to meet the towel here. So we're going to have Ric Rac right here. We got a lot for white. What color is the bottom? I think the next vote's going to win it. We don't have any for red. So red's out. Black. White. Okay. We had 7 votes. White is the winner. We're going to change our thread to white. Boop, boop, boo. Gotta get some white thread. Good thing I got a lot of thread in here because otherwise we would be disappointed. Hi, Jessica. Hello, hello, hello. I would love to show you guys this handy thing I have. Look at this. Can you see that? So that is a tray, a serving tray that I got like at Michael's. Or Michael's. No, I got it at Winners, like a kitchen serving tray. And I keep buying like bobbins and then those little cases that they hold into. And then I put them into that tray, and it's super freaking handy. And it just so happens to fit between my IKEA drawers that have all my thread in it and my IKEA table here that I've had since probably 1992. So it's just like I've added an extra drawer to my sewing room just by getting that little white tray. And then all that's in there is bobbins. And I try to keep them full, but I do use a lot of different colors, so it is what it is. Now I've got this tied around something. I think I can do this better. Now, of course, when I'm sewing these, typically when I'm not doing a live video, I'm chain piecing these so it goes much quicker. I am in Canada. I am in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. That is where I am at. Did you say you're from Ontario? IKEA wardrobe accessory trays with glass lid are... Oh, that's an excellent idea too. That's a good tip. Okay, so we're doing white. We're just going to zigzag this onto the top. And the Ric Rac, I find the best deal for it in Canada is at Fabricland. And I have tried to order. Why is my towel stuck here? What the heck? I have tried to order Ric Rac online, but half the time it's that cheap plasticky crap, and you're not saving yourself any money because it doesn't work. It's actually gross. Nobody wants it. It's the cheapest, yuckiest stuff. So we're just going to use a zigzag here. Go back, get my, and we're going to zigzag the Ric Rac on and pull out the needles as we go. Hamilton, Ontario. Well, Hamilton, Ontario. Hello from Calgary, Alberta. So the reason we sew the trim onto the top, obviously it adds some decor to it, but it also stabilizes this quilt fabric. And you don't want the quilt fabric to be cut either end of this much more than 5.5 inches. I just find it kind of goes sloppy if you cut the bottom or the top color of the fabric, the width that you're going to put onto the towel at more than 5.5 inches. It just doesn't look that great. If the fabric does have a place in it that you could put another embroidery stitch through to the end, that would be a good idea. But you want these to look pretty without looking sloppy. That's not the look we're going for. Okay, now we've got the white thread in. Let's do a white embroidery stitch as well. And now we're going to run an embroidery stitch where the two cotton fabrics join. And then that will keep this fabric, you'll only have this much of it loose. And again, it's just more stable. So I'm just going to pick a stitch here that I know works well. I've only got a couple of these towels to do because I only have a couple of this fabric left. And I think I'm going to do, which one did I use last time? 158. Let's do 169. And so this is a FAF Quilt Ambition 635. It's got 198 stitches on it, which is pretty swanky. 168, 169. So this will be a nice snowflake. And I've done this one before. It looks pretty good when it's done. All right, so now we're going to sit here and run the embroidery stitch through. I've just got the fabric in the center of the presser foot, and that way the embroidery design is going to kind of cover up that seam. Questions, concerns, comments? Anyone? No complaining. We don't allow complaining or politics on this channel. So if you're new here, hi. Now I'm going to take all of these products with me to my craft markets. They start on November 6th. I just bought a sewing machine, watching videos to learn. Wow, you have a lot of machines. Watching from, I believe that's Missouri. Am I? I do have a lot of machines. Don't get too excited. If you're new here, I did have staff and then I fired everybody. So all the machines came back. And they're all living here, and I might hire more staff. I'm just kind of enjoying my life right now and spending some time with my husband. If you're just joining in, he's had colon cancer the last couple of years. He's doing good right now, so it's okay. But it was just a disaster. And I was doing Christmas markets and I was doing summer markets and I had staff and I was working part-time still. And I just had some other projects I wanted to do. So I stopped doing summer markets. I fired all my Michigan. I fired all my staff. They were being naughty. And I couldn't deal with any more people drama. And that's why I have all these sewing machines here. So I'm going to use them till they die, you know, because why not? I'm a small business. I started with absolute, like, don't get too excited. I started with nothing, like absolute nothing. I'm in Cheshire, England. Well, welcome, Jessica. I would have to go to the store for like a meter of fabric at a time. And I just consistently built and built and built since 2019. And now it's 2025. So, and I think my studio actually got renovated in 2018. And by renovated, I mean we did it ourselves. And my husband's a contractor, so we're able to like get a bunch of this stuff like for free. You know, like the countertop that I was doing the ironing on, we got that countertop for free because it got pulled out of a job. This big sunken table that I'm sewing on, I got off Facebook Marketplace for $125. This big table here, I used to be a wedding photographer and we had this big studio. So there was 3 matching desks and a whole bunch of drawer units. And it was a family business. So I ended up with that after we shut down that business. So we've just like scraped together stuff. Some of the furniture here too was gifted to me from some girlfriends. A couple of people that had moved, and after they moved, they said, "Hey, I'm not going to use this like the cube storage unit things that I have all my fabric in." They're like, "I'm not going to use this. Could this help you in your sewing room?" And I was like, "Yes, please." So a lot of it's been thrifted or repurposed, and then we did the work ourselves. So we're not rich or anything like that. I just started from nothing and then didn't give myself any money for years and just kept growing. All right, we've got the white stitch of snowflakes done here. And we'll pull this off the machine, and I'm going to show you guys a close-up, and then we're going to show you how to iron, and then you guys are going to choose the button again. So there is the close-up. That's the embroidery stitch, is the white stitch down the line here. And now we'll pull over to the ironing board once again, and we're going to iron the edges around. All right, let's see if we can get you lined up without knocking you off my camera. All right, this is a counter I was just telling you about. This was thrifted. So yeah, we're not spending piles and piles of money on my craft room. And the cupboards up here, these are from Home Depot, and I painted them. So I think they're, well, there's 3 sets of them, and I think they were like, you know, $129 or something for each set. So not super fancy, but a can of paint goes a long ways. So I've just cut the edge off of here and, you know, left a good inch and a half here. I'm going to do the same for the other side. Just trim off the extra fabric. It doesn't even have to be perfect because we're going to wrap this all the way around. So it doesn't have to be necessarily straight or anything like that. And we're just going to wrap this like a present again. So pretty simple project. Anybody can do this. Tea towels, I bought cotton tea towels. I like them 18 by 28 inches if you're just joining us. Okay, so we've got the fabric. We're just going to wrap it like a present. So fold the sides in on the diagonal, just like that. Fold the another edge in just to the edge of the tea towel, just like that. Can everybody see? Yeah, you should be able to see this time. And then fold it in one more time. Fold it all in one more time. And then we're going to iron it. And then I'll show you what it looks like. Give it some steam here. If you buy cheap Ric Rac, you won't be able to do this either because it will melt onto your iron, which is a total colossal waste of time and money. So don't do that. Okay, so this is, well, I got the Ric Rac ironed up a little bit, but this is what it looks like. It's nice, tight little seam here. You could even this up a little bit. I guess I got that one kind of off. Can you see that? It's a little bit off. I'm going to make that neater. I always say on here, nobody's perfect. So if you screw something up, you can always go back and fix it. It's just sewing. hold that iron down there. This helps to get some steam on there and hold the iron down. And we're just going to repeat the process on the next side. So again, line the fabric up, fold in the edges on a diagonal, just like you're making a Christmas present. Fold the edge into the edge of the tea towel, and then flip it over one more time. And iron. Cupboards open here because I was pulling out Ric Rac everywhere. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to sew a straight stitch, back stitch first, then come forward to the edge, come down to this corner, and then do the same here, down to the edge, a tiny little back stitch, and do that on both sides, and then we're going to pick out the button, you guys. How many are here right now? How many we got watching? I don't have my camera that way around, so I can't tell how many are here right now. I need to move you so that you can see me. That should be better. There we go. There we go. There we go. So we didn't even change thread for this one. So just make sure we got our back stitch on first. I'm still here. It says 30, 39. I see 28. Wow, that's amazing, you guys. Oh, man, I need to change this back to number 1. Okay. What color of button do you think we should do for this one? I will give you the button choices and you can vote while I sew these edges up. And I'm going to do... I don't want it to be the same as that other one. Okay, we can use black and white check, black, a bigger button with some ribbing on it, or red. Everybody start voting there. What color do you think you want to see for the button? Black, checker black, checked, black and white check. I feel like I'm watching Nancy, the PBS. I don't know if we got that here because in Canada we maybe didn't get the PBS channel with Nancy. Was she nice? I feel like you either get nice Nancy's or you get like Nancy, where everybody just like their tone drops at the end of her name, not like Nancy, you know, it goes Nancy like that. Then you know you're off. I've known a couple of Nancys. I remember my mom used to watch it all the time. I don't care what your mom used to watch. Haha, you turned into your mother. You're watching sewing on YouTube now. We just found a different avenue for you to participate. Okay, let's we'll hold the buttons up to the project here, you guys, and let you pick. Okay, here's the towel. Ta-da! Very cute. And can you see? I don't know if you can see. Can you see the buttons? Maybe we'll line up all 3. I don't know if you can see. How about if I hold my camera up closer to that? We'll try not to drop it right out of the tripod though. There are the 3 buttons. Black, check, and red. You should be able to see that. Black, check, and red. Solid black. Definitely the check. Red. Ah, you guys. Come on, you're killing me. Checkered. So we got 2 for check. I say black, 2 for black. We've got 2 for black and 2 for check. We need a tiebreaker here, you guys. So we're going to take the red out. We need somebody to tiebreaker. Oh, Stephanie says black. So that's the tiebreaker. We're doing black. Check is gone. Check is gone. Thank you for being the tiebreaker, Steph. Steph must be working today because she's been awfully quiet. We're finished voting. We voted for black. We voted for solid black, which actually I think will be okay. I think we'll be okay. I'm here to help setting up QuickBooks. Go Steph, go Steph, go Steph. You guys, Steph is starting her own Shopify craft store, and she's been at it for a while and is consistently trying to improve her systems and stuff. I finally got my Shopify and added my rugs. Everybody clap for Steph. It's freaking hard, you guys. Okay, hang on. You can't see my face. What the heck? What's the point of being live if you can't? It's not all about me, but I mean, I'm here to do the, to be the host of the show. You should have my face on the show. Okay, so that's amazing stuff. That is amazing. So, got some black thread here. Steph, do you want to share your website so we can all see? You know what? Here's the thing about mindset. Some days you just freaking can't. And you need to, if you're starting a business here, girls, you need to have the vision of things are going to ebb and flow. And you cannot be on 100% all of the time. So you're going to have periods of your life where the computer stuff is super easy. Then you're going to have, a couple of weeks where it's not that easy. And that is literally biologically how we work. And you need to be able to understand that if you are not being productive technically one day doesn't mean you won't wake up the next day and be able to accomplish that. There's studies and research around it about how it goes with our cycles as well. It doesn't even matter if we're in menopause, like I currently am. And you need to be able to recognize there are some days where you're going to want to sew. Just for instance, because I have a sewing business, so I'm talking about what I'm relating it to. And then there's some days where you're going to be able to be like the computer mastermind. So if it's not working out for you one day, it's okay. Take a step back. Go for a walk. Go in your kitchen. Go have a nap, for crying out loud, and then get back at it. And then there's other days where you're going to be so productive and everything's just going to come together, and you're going to be up till 3:00 in the morning doing computer work because it all just is working in your brain that day. And that's perfectly natural. Sewing versus dealing with the business end. It's not for the faint of heart. But don't worry about that. Don't sweat the small stuff like that. And I think had somebody actually told me, hey, it's okay, and that's literally how our brains work and our cycles work. And it's okay to take a day off and not be like the superstar. Like I freaking coded my own website. Like a lot of that coding on my website is all me. Take your ADHD meds and get to work. Yeah, right? Okay, this is the finished product. Ta-da! Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da! That is our finished tea towel. I mean, we got to take a couple of linty things off of it, but that's what it is. So we finished up 2. Now, how many people are still here? We've got that one. I'll show you this other one we just did as well. We've been on for a couple of hours here. So I'm going to finish the live, but I will show you the members giveaway if you guys need to see it again. get a sip of coffee. Who didn't see the members only gift pack and needs the membership explained? Back to basics here. You're here. You got the membership. I can see your little icon. Those are pretty. They are pretty, right? I'll hold them up one next to each other. And I can show you the members only gift pack here after that. And then we'll end the live and I will get on with my life. Those are the two we made today. Pretty fancy, hey? Which one is your favorite? I like this one the best. Oh, no, sorry, this one. I like this white and black one. So while you guys are voting for which one you like the best, I will show off the members only gift pack so that you guys can see. If you join the channel, I like them both equal. Pick a side. Yeah, you can't. I have not, I'm not trying to brag, but I've been doing this for a while. And when people show up at the Christmas markets, they're like, oh my God, somebody's hand making something? That's amazing. And they just clamor to it. They just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so for the members only, if you want to join the channel membership, it's $2 a month. You get discounts on my digital products. For instance, you get a discount for the reindeer and you get a discount for the mandalas. Go on to the community tab after you've joined the membership and find the post that has the discounts for the digital products. These are SVG designs. If you have a Cricut machine, download the designs. The tutorial is linked into that purchase as well. Well, it's on the description. You can find it on my channel and you can make your own reindeer ornaments. The tea towels are going to be $25 each. Yeah. So memberships include early access to my videos, discounts on my digital products, members only giveaways. So when we reach 150 paid members of the channel, which is only $2 a month, we're going to do this massive giveaway for the first 150 founding members. So first of all, you're going to receive a pack of the 9 reindeer ornaments. Chelsea picked this color. She wanted black and white. So you'll receive a pack of 9 reindeer ornaments. You'll receive 4 unsewn soup bowl cozies. So a sewing kit with 4 coordinated soup bowl cozies. Don't worry, the tutorial's on my channel. And all of these videos, you can go back and watch the lives. You're going to receive a set of 2 fridge magnets, one in Robert Kaufman Christmas fabric, one in black and white everyday fabric. So you receive those. You will receive a fabric tube maker. You will receive a jelly roll rug, which is what you need the fabric tube maker for, but we made the rug with the tube maker, so we're giving you the rug. It's a 20 strip rug. Yeah, it includes USA as well. It does, yeah. So anywhere, whoever the member is, it doesn't matter where you live, I'm going to send this to you, no matter where you live. This is a pillow sham for a 20 by 20 inch. And it's in the floral coral print that matches the soup bowl cozies. Then we did a tea towel, a Christmas tea towel live here. And so you'll receive 1 Christmas tea towel. You'll receive a copy of my book. And the book is available on Amazon right now. It's called From Zero to YouTuber by Jolene Airy. And it will teach you how to start and scale your own YouTube channel if you're interested in doing something like this. I don't tell my story in it. This is just practical. This is the steps that you need to do if you want to have a YouTube channel and make some money. Then we have a set of 2 reversible placemats, Christmas placemats, and they're done in the Robert Kaufman Christmas fabric again. And then we have the FAF Quilters Kit, which is 2 quilting rulers, a rotary cutter, rotary blades, 2 packs of needles, and we have a rotating cutting mat as well from FAF. So that will all be included in the members only giveaway. Now, what you guys need to do, one last thing before we go, is you need to vote on which, let me get all this stacked up. We'll build some suspense and drama. Let's get this all piled up out of the way so I can get on to the next thing without wrecking Chelsea's reindeer, because, you know, she wants them in good standing when she gets them. So you guys get to vote right now. Which tea towel do you want me to add to the gift pack? The one with the red towel or the one with the black and white towel? And we'll add one of these tea towels into that gift pack as well. It's currently sitting at $550, and adding one of these tea towels is going to bump the members only price to $575. Black and white towel, black and white towel. So if you're considering joining the membership, there's a join button at the top of your screen. There's a join button on my main homepage. There's a join link in the video description as well. And so for $2 a month, you need to be a paid member to get in on that draw. If you're not a paid member, you don't get it. You won't be entered into the draw, and we'll do a random draw out of those 150 paid members. And once we've got enough members, we'll ship this off. And I think as of today, we're sitting probably at 27 members, which isn't bad because we started like 6 weeks ago and I was a nobody. And now we're up to 26 members at least. And I know some people joined off this. So if you're thinking of joining, join now. It's $2 a month. It helps support the giveaways, and we're going to have a ridiculous amount of fun. Oh, and also, this is in celebration. Today's giveaway is in celebration of 8,000 subscribers. I reached 8,000 subscribers today. So we're going to add a gift into that pack today because we hit 8,000 subscribers. And another thing, you guys, if you're just watching the channel now, in the video description, I put a link for connecting threads, or, well, I didn't put the link. Maybe I did. But there's a code there for 15% off your orders. So I'm now a fabric ambassador for Connecting Threads, and they gave me my own special code, and you guys get to use it for 15% off all your fabric that you order from Connecting Threads, which is a great quilt company. They've got all kinds of cool fabric. So yeah, I know, 8,000 subscribers this week. Last week was, well, what's the date today? Maybe it wasn't last week. On October 1st, I got the discount code was available. So I got approved like the week before, and then last week they gave me my discount code. So one subscriber at a time. There's 84 million crafters in the world, or in North America, estimated 84 million crafters. So please, please, please share this channel with your girlfriends, guy friends, girls that act like guy friends, guys that act like girlfriends, like all the people. Just share the channel. And which did we vote on? The black and white, right? As I was rambling there, I'm sure it was the black and white. Just subscribe. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you so much. And yeah, we do have I think there's maybe 2 or 3 people that joined today onto the membership. Hi, Genevieve, or Geneva, sorry, Geneva Long. I read that too quickly. Geneva Long. And I keep watching my my big screen television up here, and that's how I can see the comments. So black and white. That's what we're going to add into the gift pile today in celebration of 8,000 subscribers. So now the members only gift pack is $875. So for a couple of bucks, you can get in on that draw and get access to all my other discounts for members only. It was so fun having you guys here today. And those are the tea towels that we made. You can go back and watch these lives at any time. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the moon and back for being here. And I will be doing more lives this week, not tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow's a bit of a longer day, unless I do it in the evening, but more lives, more sewing products for my craft markets. So anybody have any questions on the way out the door? And if you guys can leave some comments and hearts and all that kind of stuff, that helps the channel get seen by more people, etc. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Yeah, you guys are new. Mr. TR with Back to Basics. What's your name? Because I got to write it down on my list. I have a list here. When you guys have different names, I know who, I can see Gloria's name. Too bad you can't do a sit and sew live. What's this? Like a sit and sew? MZTR with Back to Basics. If you want to share your first name, we could call you by it. And then I put you on my list so I know who I'm talking to. If you want to share your name. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. I don't know if you're still here. But if you want, because I do have this list. So I know most of the girls now, but I'm determined that I'm going to learn everybody's name because it's important. So my Scrappin' Mama is Kat, Nola's Country Store is Lorette, so-and-so is Sabrina, Cotton for me is Tej, Ray Ray is Chelsea, and we're doing pretty good with getting to know some people, so that's pretty awesome. Yes, we all join live and you can actually chat and see people. Everybody calls me MZTR. Okay, I'm just going to call you that. I hopefully don't mess that up. MZTR. That's kind of fun. Is MZTR. That's a great way for me to start to memorize and get people. Oh, like a Zoom call. I wonder how I could do that. But you know what YouTube just put out is this thing where you go live and then you start your live and a whole bunch of people can watch your live, but then it flips to members only. Ms. TR. I get it. Miss TR. Ms. TR. I get it. Ms. TR. And then it switches to members only. And I think that what's happening, I'm just learning people's names here, Chelsea. And I announced the members only giveaway. And we added the black and white tea towel to the gift pack. And so now the gift pack is at $5.75. So that's what's happening. We're finishing up the live today. We celebrated 8,000 members or 8,000 subscribers. Was scared I missed a giveaway. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I just added something to the gift pile. It could be a Facebook thing, and I refuse to work on Facebook right now. I just need to focus on one thing. Doc said we made fabric tea towels. So we're not really selling them. You can go on my website if you want to see them. But we sew live here and we have a channel membership and it's $2 a month. So not a whole lot of selling going on here. We did a bunch of sewing. That's what we did. We made this tea towel and we made this tea towel and we put the tea towel into the members only gift pack and it's $2 to join the channel membership. And when we reach 150 paid members of the channel, then we're going to give away this big pile of stuff. So we're just building a huge membership. It's $2 a month. And that supports the channel. It supports the giveaways. I give discounts on my digital products. So if you want to make things like Reindeer, you get a discount on my files. So not really, we don't really like sell a whole bunch of stuff here because why? You can go on my website and buy all my crafts if you want. But right now I'm not shipping to the United States because it's ridiculous. And I will tell you guys about shipping to the United States because I did that last week and it was an absolute freaking nightmare. So we made a jelly roll rug. We gave away the jelly roll rug during the live and a lady from Texas won the rug. So you go to the shipping station and you wait in line. I waited in line one day for 2 hours. And then when I got to the front of the line, their computer systems went down. And you have to go and stand in line because Canada Post is currently on strike, which is our government postal service, which is kind of a pain in the butt. And then, oh yeah, you go to Staples and you have access to UPS, FedEx, Purolator, like all of the shipping companies. You go to a counter at Staples. And they're not really doing home pickups right now because they're just too busy. So you go there. And then the system broke. So then I had to go back the following week. And then a rug that I normally send that would cost between probably $18 and $22 to ship anywhere into the United States cost me $52 to ship. Because the carriers are like, oh, because of demand, we're upping our shipping prices. So it was absolutely freaking ridiculous. Thank you, Doc. I'm doing an amazing job. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I really enjoyed your channel today. Blessings. Thanks, Ms. TR. I appreciate you guys. So that's it for today's video. You can go back and watch all the lives. It was such a pain. You have no idea. We're all mad. And our teachers are on strike too. So everybody's on strike in Alberta right now. Absolutely crazy. That's it for today's video. I'm going to go get some supper started for my husband. And I'm going to come back here and I'm going to whip up all these tea towels hopefully tonight and get done with them with the black and white tea towels. So I got to make a whole bunch of stuff. But you guys are important to me too. And I appreciate you so much for being here. Thanks for joining the channel. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification button and turn on the bell notification so it tells you when I'm going live. And then in the community tab, which like if you go to my main screen and just scroll down, you'll see all the recent posts and I'm share coupons and stuff like that with you. So fun stuff. All right, I'm going to go. See you guys later. We'll have a good day and stay well, stay healthy. We'll see you in the next one. I got to do the awkward thing where I turn off my phone here, guys. Bye-bye. Oh, 27 of you still here? What? I don't know. Maybe we should show off Cinnamon on the way at the door. The napping Cocker Spaniel. We'll give you a Cinnamon shot here. Say bye, Cinnamon. She's not a stuffed dog. Oh, see, I swear her eyes just moved, but she's always tired because she's 11. Okay, see you guys in the next one.